painting pals. Well, I'm going to be a little honest here. We're going to be doing our best, but stream will probably be cut a little short today. And mostly that's because I am feeling terrible and horribly sick. So, that will most likely come into play, but I'm gonna tough it out for as long as I can. I really look forward to live streaming with you guys, and I'm really kind of bummed by this, but we're gonna do our best. We'll see what happens. So, I took some medicine. I had dinner. Hopefully we get some steam rolling here, and I'm hoping that it picks up and I feel better, but we'll see. But that leads me to a good time to kind of talk about something very, very, very important in miniature painting, and that is your posture. See, I actually suffer from migraines, so most migraines are actually caused by poor posture because everything's connected, and so when you get pains in your neck and shoulders and back, that can translate into migraines. So I'm on the fun prescription plans where I've got medications and I get fun injections, which is great, getting, about 24 shots in my head, back, and neck every couple months, so that's fun.
But hey, you don't have to worry about wrinkles.
Well, I mean, not where they inject me, but I don't actually worry about wrinkles, so I've decided that I'm just going to age the way I'm going to age, and that's the way it goes. But that's why your posture is so important. And I hear so many painters suggest keeping your hands clasped together and resting against the desk. But what that does is that instantly pulls you down into a bad posture and a position you're not supposed to be in. What's better would be your elbows. Let's see if I can show you this pretty well. Probably not because it goes too high. Put your elbows, and then that brings it up to where it's almost eye level. So you're not, hunching over and all of that. I talk about it more in my videos. I demonstrate it better, but it is something very important to remember. So, make sure you're keeping your posture in check when you're painting because it matters. It's kind of a big deal. So, but also, you guys may remember this base from last time. We did a build on it, and as you can see, it's significantly further along. Still not done, and needs some more painting, so I'm gonna carry on with this as we go on. And yeah, so that's about where we're at for today. Really kind of stinks, and it came out of nowhere because I was very hyped up this morning and very excited about the live stream that we could come on here and announce our YouTube channel finally hit 1,400. So we do have a lot of growth going on, which is very exciting. And of course, this is the last week before our big live stream event.
Our grand opening.
Yes. So we've kind of been quietly starting this Twitch channel. Twitch-wise, I think we're up to 3 subscribers, so or viewers, whatever. So definitely a far cry from where we are on YouTube, but again, it's kind of been a soft start because we want to make sure we had everything up and running and no problems with everything before we kind of announced it and fully committed to it, shall we say.
Wanted to make sure we could handle the tech side.
Right, because video is one thing, but boy, live stream requires so much more. But we seem to have gotten it, so we've only been practicing it on and off for the last, 2 years. Doing some YouTube live streams here and there, and of course we have patron-only live streams for our patrons. So those are always fun.
Love to see our patrons loving those.
Yes. So, what else? How are you doing today, Ben?
I had the day off. I'm doing pretty fine.
Yeah.
I got to set up my new 3D printer, so it's running its first print. We'll see how that goes. And
oh, you didn't do a big unboxing, did you?
no, it's not like a new model or anything. So it's just a new printer.
New version of the same one, except you still could have talked about the differences because I know you were really excited about some of the features. So, right there. See, look, we're actually getting this.
Yeah, except we lost connection at some point there. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna fiddle.
We also have a storm going on, supposedly. You wouldn't know it, it's just raining here. It's not like a full-on storm, but it's supposed to be a big thunderstorm and everything. Now, Ben and I happen to love watching storms, watching the lightning and listening to the thunder.
Curling up and watching bad horror movies.
Well, yeah. And our house specifically has a breezeway, so we can sit in there nice and cozy and watch the thunderstorms go by. And we've gotten to do that since we moved in a little over 5 years ago now. We've gotten to do that twice. Because the storms either come at night when we're going to sleep for work tomorrow, or while we're already at work, or they just pass us by completely.
Yep.
And when I mean pass us by, I mean like literally will be like this little dot here on the map, and the storm will just open up around us and then keep going. So everywhere, all the surrounding cities have plenty of damage, storm damage and things like that, which, don't get me wrong, I'm glad we don't have that.
No, and
we're not hoping for storm damage.
And, far be it from us, to wish damage on anybody else. That's not what we're...
Right.
Anytime something gets destroyed, it's a bad thing.
Right. Right. We just want to watch the pretty lightning. So... Oh, I am making a mess.
You're not even playing the back and forth game yet.
I will be now. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. I'm kind of actually thinking about putting this down for a little bit because I am just not with it enough for my coordination and stuff to be here.
Lack of fine motor control?
No, not quite, but pretty close. Pretty close. So, Just kind of hitting all these big places. Oh, here, this section goes black. We'll do that in that big section. Anything close to the other areas that are not supposed to go black, we're just not going to touch today. So, yeah, not a whole lot on painting lessons or anything like that for the day. Unfortunately, I really wish I could give you guys more, but I'm telling you, feels like it's a losing battle over here. And like I said, it kind of came out of nowhere. So, because I was fine all day at work, and all sorts of stuff like that, but now I'm just losing it. And quite frankly, curling up in my bed sounds really, really good. But that's pretty much, I keep saying that. That's pretty much where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Not the best place to be. So, oh, there, look at that. I'm just gonna make a big, big mess. Yeah, this is getting a...
Put it away.
Okay. Well, let me just finish up what's on my brush. Yep. So, unfortunately, this just isn't going to happen today, and I really wish it could, but especially because this commission's coming up due soon, so I still have to finish it. But we're going to call that right now. What else do I have? Yeah, I don't really have much to work on here that isn't I suppose I could do this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with this though.
Monkey controlling a jester from
Yep.
Gen Con?
This isn't from Gen Con, this is from
Oh,
Gary
the Gary
Con.
Con. Gary Con. That's right, Gary Con.
Ben can't keep his conventions correct.
Nope. No, I can't. They're all fun. Come on.
Really did not like Gen Con. But
Fair
that's
enough.
just a me thing.
There's a lot of people at Gen Con.
A lot of people. Way too many people. So this was from the Army Painter Paint and Take or not Paint and Take.
Nope, this was
from
their
speed painting
speed
class.
paint. Yeah.
So it was all done with their speed paint, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. So that's as far as I got in the
Hour or so they gave us.
it was more like a half an hour for painting, because there was also a half hour demonstration on how to use them.
Yep.
Which actually is what I think would kind of be fun. Maybe I can talk about that right now. So, the thing about speed paint, because technically, speed paint, dark wood. So I do have a couple of them. And let me get focused here. I'm going to move the camera a little closer. So, one thing, it's easier for me to reach the model. Oh. And secondly, easier for you guys to see a smaller model.
Please excuse technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Yeah, they're not technical difficulties. They're adjustments. Alright. So, first thing is speed paints don't really like wet palettes. So you're going to want to work on your dry palette, or on a well palette. And unlike contrast paint, it's not designed to be slopped on. So you're supposed to take a little bit and, oh, this isn't a monkey, it's a rat.
Oh, is it a rat?
It's
I
a
thought it was
rat.
monkey.
That's okay. So
Doesn't
we're
make
gonna
that much
put on
difference.
a light coating of it. Yeah, rats can be brown too.
Frequently.
So and this works more like ink does through the airbrush, or really any airbrushing, where you kind of do it backwards. The lighter colors kind of come into play first before the darker colors. So it will never get any lighter than how light it is when you first put it on. But after it dries, you can put on a second coat and make the darker. Right? Like how that works? Make the darker. Alright. And I just love this little figure. I think this is such a cool figure. Alright. So that's why, one of the big reasons why you don't want to just slop on a whole lot of paint, because you'll end up with certain things being too dark or way darker than you expected. There we go. Alright. I shouldn't have to do that, but I don't know why it doesn't feel like it's focused. It could just be me. My head's spinning a little bit. Okay, so now that we've kind of got that first coat done, now we come back and everywhere we want it darker, we're going to add some more. Add another, essentially layer of it. So that is how we're going to build up the depth. So when they tell you speed paint is one coat, just like the contrast paints, no, they're wrong. And that is from the horse's mouth, so. Alright. But you can see how cool it looks with all the texture on that. It comes out pretty good. So There you go. That's kind of your speed painting. And guys, I kind of hate to do this, but I'm afraid that I am going to have to call it here. At least I got a little something in for you. Again, I am so sorry. I really do look forward to this every week, and I am so excited about next week, but all the more reason why I can't push myself too hard right now so I can make it to next week and make sure I'm well for that. But if you haven't entered our Crydroofy contest, definitely check out our YouTube and any of our social media. Honestly, will give you instructions on how to enter that. And be sure you join us next week when hopefully I'll be feeling better. But we're going to do a big blowout event with not only announcing the winners, selecting the winners for the Crydroofy contest, but we're also going to have some additional contests.
Giveaways, not contests, giveaways.
Yes, not contests. That's right. Those are just giveaways. We're giving lots of stuff away, so definitely tune in and join us for that. And thank you for what little I could do with you today, and I will see you next time. Until then,